What's going on, everybody? This is Dale from Upstate Bets here with my friend Riaz, and we're going to give you some Fire 5 picks for NFL Week 3 on DraftKings. We also got a prize picks video coming out later in the day, and we just put up our NFL Week 3 game picks. We're covering spreads, over-unders, everything in that aspect, parlays and whatnot. But here we are. This is not really an in-depth video. Fire 5 is more or less just we're giving you 5 pretty much fire picks. This is how we're building our lineups. This is who we're basing our lineups around. If you guys are interested in a lineup builder for next week, let us know. We did our first look a couple days ago. So you can look at that. We're kind of go over a couple more players, but here we're just touching on who we like and who we're building our lineups around. So Riaz, why don't you kick it off?
Yeah, and the quarterback, we're going back to someone who was a questionable starter. We didn't know with Andy Dalton being injured last week, but Justin Fields here, rookie getting his first start, got a lot to play for. He has a tough matchup in Cleveland against the Browns. So this is a good game for him. He's got both passing and running attack on him, which is awesome to see. Young player, and he's good. He's a good quarterback. Uh, Played at Ohio State, pretty much ran that team. He doesn't have as many weapons as he should. He's got
Allen Robinson.
David Montgomery. He's got Moody. He's got Allen Robinson. So he's got weapons. I don't think Cleveland defense is that unbreakable, but Justin Fields here at 5'2", scores a couple touchdowns, passing and rushing. Maybe he gets 90 yards rushing with 200 yards passing. That's awesome for 5'2".
Yeah, I feel like he's going to be a player that someone's off of a little bit. I don't think he's going to be too high owned, especially with some of these guys at the top, like Derrick Henry, Dalvin Cook. I mean, my bad. Especially like Kyler Murray, Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson. Some of these guys at the top that are just that you want to pay up for, that you need to pay up for, in a lot of these lineups because they have good stacks. They have, they're in high game scripts like the Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs is a high game script. But I like getting a little bit different here. We saw Tyrod Taylor kind of torch the Cleveland defense with his legs. So we'll see what Fields can do here. On to running backs. Well, we'll start with wide receiver here, and then we'll get to the running backs. But I'll go wide receiver first, just because I like some of these guys at the lower spot, again, where you can save some cash. The first guy we're looking at here is KJ Osborne for the Minnesota Vikings. He's someone that's seen 6 targets and 9 targets in his first game. I can't believe he's still at this price range. I figured he'd be up almost like 4.8, 4.9, but he's staying at 3.5. I think he's going to be heavily chalked, but either way, at the price range, I mean, it's kind of hard to fade him.
Yeah, without a doubt. And like I always like to say, sometimes you just got to eat the chalk.
Yes.
But at 5'3", that's criminal. He's probably a 5K player, and to get this salary discount with him still producing, yes, there's Adam Thielen, Justin Jefferson. Those guys are still going to be out there, but he's already done it. He's already proved week 1 and week 2 that he's productive. It seems like Kirk Cousins really, really likes throwing to him. I'm not sure why. He is a second-year player, just like Justin Jefferson. They were drafted in the same draft. This is a sophomore breakout, so I'd like to see him continue here.
Yeah, not only that, I think it's just a matter of like they're in these shootouts. Minnesota is, and they're always like kind of playing from behind at this point. So I think this is also a game too where it's like 55 points is the game total here. So this is a spot where they're going to throw again. Other than that, I mean, you could pair up Justin Fields with some of his pass catchers. Like you can definitely plug in someone like Allen Robinson or Darnell Mooney, who's definitely at a lower discount here. Robinson's priced up a little bit for definitely his performance. He's at 6.2. Other than that, Riaz, I know you're a fan of Cooper Kupp here. That's a high game total too. He's at 6.8. I think that's someone we just kind of have to punch in. I think his price is just going to keep going up and up. I like Cooper Kupp here. He's averaging the most fantasy points out of every wide receiver right now. And then he's definitely got some slate breaking potential. I mean, 39.8 is no joke. So you comfortable with punching
Yeah,
in Cooper Kupp here?
yeah, I like Cooper Cup here. If you guys want to fade the chalk and not play Cooper Cup for kind of a letdown game, me and Dal were talking about DK Metcalf from the Seahawks playing Minnesota. Another very high game total here. It's going to be another shootout game. Kind of pairing up that the number three and number one in the game for Osborne and Metcalf. I think Metcalf is due. We talked about it a little bit before the video. We saw a lot of Tyler Lockett. I think a lot of the defense is going to focus on Tyler Lockett, but you really can't forget about DK Metcalf. He's just a monster of a guy. He's got the breakaway speed just like Tyler Lockett, and I think this is a game where Russell's going to throw it to him, get him a little more involved, build up the confidence, and he's just gonna have a monster performance this week.
Yeah, I like Metcalf here. We touched on Cooper Kupp. Metcalf is definitely going to be lower owned. Keenan Allen's in a high game script. Obviously, someone, if you get to the top like Tyreek Hill, has a chance to smash. He literally can go for 50 fantasy points in any given week. Tight end, I think we're pretty much on the same boat here. We like Gronk. We know that's a high game script, but we like Hawkinson too. He's 300 less than Gronk. Gets the same amount of end zone work, gets the same amount of targets, and he's just been popping at 25 points first game, 20 points the second game. This is a game where they're going to be down. They're going to be playing from behind. It just fits the script. We like Hawkinson both here. I think this is just someone we just punch in and forget about.
Yeah, and he's not going to stay around this 5K range very long. The fact that his price dropped after week 2 is incredible, but it was a Monday night game, so we are getting the benefit of him playing in a Monday night, which is awesome because he's going to be a top 2, maybe the best tight end come week 18. So definitely you got to play him here.
So for running backs, Riaz, I think we're going really against the grain here. I mean, we're building a GPP lineup. So this will kind of be the 5th player in our Fire 5 here. If you want to plug in Fields, KJ Osborne, DK Metcalf, Hawkinson, and you want to plug in one running back at 4-8, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. This is kind of make or break for him. Had that fumble in that Baltimore game that kind of lost him the game. Other than that, I mean, man, he's not been looking good. This is either a bounce back game where you can definitely get him at 3% owned, 4% owned, and he could definitely win you a tournament, or you can just kind of see him slowly get out of this offense. So Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Riaz, you're the one who brought him up. So what do you think?
Yeah, like you said, he is the type of guy week 3 where you plug him in, super low owned. He pops off. He'll break the slate. I would love to see him get more involved in the passing game. That's kind of like his bread and butter here. Is he likes the little dump down passes. We haven't really seen him get that involved in the pass game, which is unfortunate. He has averaged about 14 carries a game. He hasn't really done much with them. He hasn't even broke over 50 yards. And he has no touchdowns. I think this game is going to be awesome. It's going to be high scoring. Yes, there is Williams in the backfield that is getting the goal line carries, but I think if they start off with Clyde and get him rolling, he starts off hot. He's going to play the whole entire game, and I'm hoping here. This is a stretch play. He's looked awful, so
Yeah.
I like him here though.
So this leaves us right here at Fields, Edwards-Helaire, KJ Osborne, DK Metcalf, TJ Hawkinson. This is definitely different than what you're going to get on other sites, other YouTubers. We're giving you guys these picks. We've had a lot of success on DraftKings this year so far. I've been dropping free lineups on the Twitter that people have been cashing on. They haven't been tournament winners, but you're still in the green. That's what we're looking for. I think other than this lineup, I think you're kind of looking at someone like, honestly, I'd pair Fields with someone like Allen Robinson, who's due for a big game, like Mooney. You could punch him in there, and then now you're looking at a bring back maybe with Nick Chubb, because now you're looking at, okay, the Browns get up, Chubb's running the ball, now Fields has to throw. You can kind of build these game scripts off your lineups, and you got to have correlation, and that's how you win these tournaments. So you plug in a home favorite on defense, and then now you're looking good. So either way, this is our Fire 5. We didn't want this video to go too long. I hope you guys like the picks, and stay tuned for the next couple videos. Thank you guys. Peace.